Hello, Dr. Karen Can. Welcome to this week's Spiritual Medicine Digest. And if you are new to my channel, I would love for you to hit the subscribe button and perhaps the notification bell so every time I do a new video, you will be notified. So this week on Spiritual Medicine Digest, we are talking about growing new chakras. Now, it's very interesting, the chatter about chakras. So I like to see them or perceive them as energy transformers in the body. They are, of course, etheric or non-physical. And so imagine your HAR line is sort of like the power line that you have to your house. Now, you don't plug in your devices directly to that big, huge power line, right? You'd probably go. So the HAR line is like that. So, you're getting energy from above and below, and there's supposed to be this incredible flow. And there is supposed to be this communication and connection with your chakras. Your chakras are there to help to manage and regulate and bring energy to your various different organs, your etheric organs that then inform your physical organs, etc., etc. So in the most common chakra system, which I learned a long time ago, was the 7 chakra system. There are other chakra systems as well, 13, 12, etc. The one that I'm learning and know most now is Marcus Bird's 13 chakras, the Egyptian chakras. And it's what's really interesting is once you're aware that you have more than 7 chakras and you start using that particular paradigm, all of a sudden they start activating. So this has been happening with people lately, is that they are activating the higher harmonics of their chakras. Now, I know some people feel like you should remove your chakras. That's like saying I'm going to remove my etheric liver. Not going to happen. um, can chakras be interfered with negative energies? Yeah, but pretty much anything else can as well. So it really is about monitoring and becoming sovereign that way. And the easiest way is through the 0-point field. If you are being loved through the 0-point field, you are automatically protected in that space. Now, most of us are not conscious 24/7, working on it. So, I don't think there is anything negative about having chakras. If you have a human body, you have chakras. Now, some of them might be more asleep than others. Sometimes they go backwards, things like that. So to balance them, it's really important. But at the same time, as we evolve through the expansion process, or some people call it the ascension process, right? We start to grow, if you will, new chakras, meaning the higher harmonics of the chakras we now get connected to. Now that can be temporarily destabilizing because there needs to be an integration and communication between the HAR line, which also evolves, and the so-called newer chakras or the higher harmonics of the chakras. So that's where sometimes people can get a little unstable and not feel so good temporarily. So I'm here to say that this is temporary. And if you know that we are in this stage, this growth spurt of growing new chakras and evolving our HAR lines, etc., then you can consciously restabilize them. So we're going to use some TOLPAKAN healing today to do that. But if you have some interesting feedback for me related to your chakras or feeling destabilized the last week, and then maybe what it feels like after we do the stabilization with TOLPAKAN healing activation, I'd love for you to put it in the comments and let me know what you are experiencing this week. So let's go ahead and do that TOLPAKAN healing activation. Now, if you'd like to receive, you can just go ahead and participate. If you don't, you can just sit back and watch. It's all up to you. We can go ahead and feel into the body. What I like to do is have you rub your hands, stamp your feet, just get some movement going. And if it's safe for you to do so, go ahead and close your eyes. Focus on the inside of your body, below the level of the skin. Feel any movement, energy, flow, waves, tingles, fluctuations at all since you just moved. That's what the movement is for, is just to amplify it. Follow the flow of that movement wherever it goes. As you follow the flow, you can even try opening your eyes and see if you can still pay attention to the flow while your eyes are open, while you are still paying attention and listening. And it's a little bit of a practice to be able to do that. That is stillness on the fly. That is while you're doing, you're actually being. And now you can just make the intention to resonate the frequency of big love. That is a very, very big energy that comes right out of the 0 point field and helps us create everything in our material reality. At least that's what I am told, and my current understanding is that. So now let's go ahead and continue feeling into the body and being fully here, fully present in the body, feeling the energy in the body. And I'll do some TOLPAKAN healing activations, and you just make a note of how it feels. I now command that all of our chakras be connected and integrated, aligned and fully evolved to whatever is for the highest and greatest good, to our heart lines, and all timelines where we exist, we're allowed with ease, speed, and grace in the highest and best way. It's now commanded that our heart lines and each connection to source above and below be fully realized, evolved, optimized, and integrated with ease, speed, and grace in the highest and best way. Now let's add a little bit to this, and this is dimensional geometry stabilization, because oftentimes with growing new chakras and connections to the heart line, we can actually also evolve our dimensional geometry. So let's go ahead and stabilize that as well. So I now command that our dimensional geometry within our bodies and forms be fully restabilized with ease, speed, and grace in the highest and best way. In all timelines where we exist, we're allowed. Thank you, thank you, thank you for this and all other gifts we give our thanks and gratitude. So be it, and so it is. You can go ahead and open your eyes if your eyes have been closed. Give me some feedback in the comments how that feels in the body. I know I got some warm coming over here after doing that directive and receiving some of that. It's a good idea to do this periodically, especially if you notice yourself being destabilized. If you know divine muscle testing, as we teach in the TOLPAKAN healing method, you can check in to see how fully integrated and balanced and aligned are your chakras and heart line. And if they are not, or you've grown new chakras, go ahead and just ground and integrate them and realign them just with a TOLPAKAN healing directive after you've gone into the 0 point field in stillness. Okay, so love to hear your comments. Some announcements. Radio show on Monday. I have back with me is my mentor, Marcus Bird, the activator, healer, coach, and we are doing our dimensional deep dive again. This time we are talking about octaves. Yes, we are going to higher octaves. What does that mean? What does it mean to reconnect to additional chakras? You know, what does it mean to go into those higher harmonics? What can we expect? And what is timeline compression? Like, why is it that we are seemingly feeling our other timelines, parallel timelines, dimensional timelines? How come that's showing up in our bodies sometimes? So lots of esoteric and really cool stuff here. You may not hear it anywhere else. So tune in Monday at 12 noon where it airs, when it airs, and we'll put the link below and you can click it anytime afternoon on Monday to get the replay. And by the way, we will put in the link to Marcus's upcoming workshops, the Supercharge Your Healing Abilities. It's always a good one. If you can go there live, it's really cool. But even if you can't, watching it on the replay is well worth it. You'll learn a lot. And I've learned a lot from Marcus. So I highly recommend that you attend. Some other upcoming events. One is my very own on Tuesday, September 3rd at 2 p.m. Eastern. I have, usually it's annual or biannual, meaning twice, if I can get it together, twice a year is the Healing Faster Than the Speed of Light workshop. So in this workshop, especially for people that are brand new, this really helps to give the scientific background behind quantum or speed healing. How does that actually happen? And how do we misconstrue what healing actually is? We're going to have some conversation over that and a lot of experiential things. So how do we delete, dissolve, and uncreate negative low vibrational energies? How do we test for those using divine muscle testing? And then how do we test for and therefore download positive blueprints and morphic fields that we may need? So we're going to be doing quite a bit of deletion and dissolving for those who are live on the call, as well as downloading and activating. So would love to see you live there. There will be a 5-day replay, and it is donation only. So we will have you come on in. There is a link below where you can register for the 3-hour workshop. There will be a brief Q&A afterwards as well to clarify things. And then at the very end, we'll also introduce, our TOLPAKAN Healing Level 1, and just to see if anybody wants to deep dive into Level 1 because they love it so much, then we will have that for you as well briefly at the very end. We also will, at the end, have a free gift for you. So definitely, if you have not done Healing Faster Than the Speed of Light workshop, is well worth you doing that and get a lot of information. You really get started with TOLPAKAN healing right away. Also launching this week is the Ascension 3. Yes, that is the jewelry store. So people have been asking, when are you launching? When are you launching? And why aren't you open all the time? Well, first of all, we only have one person who does pretty much everything in the store, and that's Taylor. And we need her for other brilliant things. So we do the launch once a quarter, something like that. Now that's pretty much all we can manage at the moment. We'd like to be able to do it like every 6 weeks or something like that. But for now, it's like once a quarter. So we are doing it for this quarter. We will have some of the Ascension 3 jewelry. We are doing a shipping special again. People really like that, so we're going to keep that. We have some new macrame jewelry as well. In the light medicine community, we did some show and tell. We also have speaking of chakras, we have the 13 chakra stretch bracelets. We have these back in stock. I just personally infused them again, as well as our new color for the Firefly Glow in deep blue. This is actually glow in the dark with sterling silver and gold-filled beads. So lots of really cool stuff there. We also have some other new necklaces in there, all energy infused with the energies of Ascension 3. And so if you're interested, we're only open for a week. So definitely get it, whatever pieces you want as soon as possible, because I can't make that many by hand. There's a limited amount of time I have, but I really love doing it. And so we keep it open. And yeah, I'll put the link below where you can get on the mailing list, get first dibs. 11 a.m. on Monday is when, in Eastern time, that is when we open. Last but not least, last announcement is that if you missed our light medicine community patch phototherapy water element workshop with the lovely Holly, Christine, Leslie, and myself, of course, that is now on replay in the Holistic Health Roadmap. It's a free mini course that's in the Light Medicine community. So we'll put the link below as well where you can watch that. And there's a handout to go with that. So if you're interested in phototherapy, you're interested in, learning more about the kidney bladder meridians and what is the water element and how do I know whether I have, water elemental imbalances, we tell you all of that and teach you some acupuncture points that may be really helpful as well. So I believe that's it for me this week, and have a wonderful rest of your weekend, and we shall see you next week. Bye for now. Much love. And remember, comment below and hit the like button if you like this video.